predictions all year have been around a major bump in U.S. travel to Europe this summer. So are those projections actually coming true?
Our travel expert, Gabe Saglie, has been on a family trip through Europe this month on a recon mission. He's live in Ireland at the lodge at Ashford Castle with an update. Good morning to you. What a gorgeous view behind you.
Yeah, really.
What a backdrop, what a backdrop. Yeah, this is the famous five-star Ashford Castle here. I'm in County Galway in front of Lake Corrib, the largest lake in the Republic of Ireland. On the other side of it is beautiful Galway City. But yeah, this is a world-renowned castle. Celebrities have stayed here. Rory McIlroy, the Irish golf great, was married here. And we'd had a chance to stay, not here. There's a sister property right next door to the lodge at Ashford Castle where we've stayed the last couple of days. We get back to reality, head back home tomorrow.
I know Ireland is full of beautiful castles, right? Are they affordable, and how have the crowds been?
Well, yeah, listen, let's talk about the crowds first. The projections that we were, last year was a banner year in Europe, and we thought, hey, same thing this year. Those projections have been shattered completely. I mean, I think to quote my, before this, we were in France and Italy and Austria. To quote Elio, our cab driver in Florence, he said, usually Americans come in full force like mid-April. They started coming in full force March 1st and have not stopped arriving ever since. So the numbers have really ballooned. You run across Americans everywhere you turn. The Australians are here in full force. Obviously, the Europeans are traveling, and I've met many people from Asia as well, Japan and China in particular. So yeah, listen, the numbers are up. The heat is up, as I know you guys have been reporting. And so summer is definitely in full swing here. So
help us understand then the logistics of it all, right? You mentioned a lot of different countries there, lots of different areas. What are the key takeaways for people who may be like, okay, I'm going to plan a European trip soon. Is it affordable?
Well, yes, there is affordability here. I think timing is key. Now, we were sort of pigeonholed into coming during the summer. My son starts college finally next month, and so we kind of had to do our family 5 trip over the summer. But if you can do the shoulder season, that's spring and fall, the crowds do thin out and the prices drop considerably, 20 to 40%, depending on where you travel. A credit card, if you don't already have one, apply for a credit card that does not charge you foreign transaction fees. Everything is going cashless out here. So even if you're buying ice cream, you can use your card, but you want to avoid those transaction fees. If you got to get cash, use an ATM from a bank, because if you use an ATM like at the supermarket or a store, those markups can be 18, 19, or 20%.
Wow. Okay, if you can rattle off some of your top picks, what would they be for European destinations?
All right, if you want to save some money, I say in Western Europe, Portugal is still a pretty well-kept secret. The secret is getting out, but Portugal's still sort of in the shadows of some of its neighbors like France, Italy, and Spain, so you can find some value there in Portugal. Then you've got your Eastern European regulars. I'd say Slovakia. We were there. We took a 1-hour train ride from Vienna to Bratislava, the capital there. So 1 hour, 18 euro round trip. And you can find some affordability on stays and food there in Slovakia. Nearby, obviously, Hungary, Budapest. It's a gorgeous city. You go to these city centers in these areas, you're still going to be paying some slightly higher prices. But to stay in a country like Hungary compared to its Western neighbors, you save some money there for sure. And then Romania has been getting a lot of buzz here as well. A lot of these Western Europeans are going to Romania, famous for its forested Transylvania region. They're on the euro, but it just goes a lot further there as well. And I got to say, I would include Ireland in a budget-friendly destination list as well, because you've got more than 1,000 bed and breakfasts in this country, starting at about 30 to 35 euro per person per night. They go up from there, of course. But if you're looking at some budget options, those bed and breakfasts offer a lot of value. And then, of course, there are places like this. If you've got a special occasion, you want to splurge.
Well, and the thing about Ireland, from your notes here, is that they actually, U.S. is a pre-clearance, right, for customs. So just for those who don't know, what does that exactly mean?
Yeah, so this is the only country in Europe, Ireland, and I always tell people, even if you travel elsewhere in Europe, try to tack on a night stay in, like, perhaps Ashford Castle before you head back home, because pre-clearance means you're doing U.S. customs here in Ireland, which means that when you land in Newark or JFK, you're basically a domestic passenger at that point. You don't have to go through customs in the U.S., which can be a real pain in the neck. So it's much more streamlined when you do it at either Dublin or Shannon, where this concept originated. But again, Ireland, the only country in Europe that does this pre-clearance concept, and I find it to be such a breath of fresh air, especially for us as a family of 5. We'll get that done by the time we board our flight tomorrow, and then we're just basically domestic folks by the time we land.
All right.
If you're traveling with kids, pre-clearance, come on, why not?
I was going to say, that sounds amazing.
No brainer.
Florence is my top pick. I love Florence, Italy. Gabe, always great to see you.
It was beautiful this year.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, one day you'll have me over your home behind
Good to see you
you.
guys.
You know, you'll invite us over to that beautiful house that you own, the castle. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Thank
you got it. You got it. All right, buddy.